Welcome to our celebration level 2 45-minute Vinyasa practice. I'm Sarah. It'll be my pleasure to guide us through together. So find any position you like to begin. I always like to lay down because I love sleeping, but you might want to start in a seat to get a little bit more uplift in your energy. Anywhere you'd like to begin, and press play on whatever playlist you're using if you'd like. Let's get started. As you find any comfortable position, take a moment to settle in. You can wriggle around through your shoulders or your hips, finding somewhere that feels like you can just land. And take a moment to feel yourself, the space that you're in. And let yourself sink into the support beneath you. Assist this process of presence and settling with a couple deep breaths. Take a full body inhale. Open your mouth and exhale. One more like that. Big breath in. And an expressive exhalation. And then let yourself soften more. As the body starts to become relaxed, face, shoulders, hips, bring your attention to the center of your chest. Notice your breath there. As you tune into your heart, your breath, the center of your chest, you might feel or imagine the beat of your heart as your breath flows in and out. And just take a moment to spend a little time feeling into that space. Nothing you have to do or nothing you have to make happen. Just tune into the feeling at your heart space. You know, it's pretty amazing is that these days science is really catching up with the explanations that the yogis had for forever about how we feel. And when you're tuned into your heart, you're breathing and connecting, they can now graph on all these different kind of machines and charts and sciencey things, but there's a coherence to your heartbeat, a coherence to the energy in the body when you take a little time and soften into the space of your heart. And what's super cool is that when our heart beats in a more coherent way and we're more attuned to that feeling of being centered in our heart, our electromagnetic field that we project from our heart space can be felt by other people. Their energy field at their heart, feeling our energy field at our heart. And there's this silent communication, heart to heart, that happens. So as you take this time, this 45 minutes practice, and attune to your heart again and again, feel your breath, feel your body, feel your heart, you're not only impacting your well-being, but you'll have this beautiful heart coherence that you naturally share with everyone that you come into contact with. So not only is this class a gift, a birthday gift, but it's a gift to yourself and everyone else. Honor this practice and yourself by doing your best to meet yourself as you are today with an open heart. Take one more deep breath in, feel the heart space. Big old exhalation. And as you're ready, find your way to a hands and knees position. No need to rush now or ever. But make your way to a tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Anytime your hands are on the floor, spread your fingers wide. Here, just start to move around a little. Maybe you roll through the shoulders or dip and arch through your spine. It's an opportunity to just kind of move however your heart desires. So let it feel good, tapping into the fluidity of the body. Letting the hips and shoulders, spine swim around. Keep noticing how you're feeling. Keep tuning into your heart with your breath. Just one more now. And then as you're ready, make sure your fingertips are spread wide apart and really grip the mat like you want to give it a little squeeze. And then tuck your toes. Stay with me here. Start to slide your butt back towards your heels, but just crouch so that you're stretching out through the soles of your feet. You can hover the knees for more or keep them down for less. Look at your fingers, grip the earth. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears a little and just send some breath down into your feet. Take one more glorious breath. And then down dog, nice and slowly, hips lift, and then your heels soften towards the mat. Maybe a little zhuzh around of your hips, maybe a little bend, a pedal of the feet. Take a moment to sink the weight back, hips lifting high and back. Take one more breath. Settle in as you exhale. Good, inhale, lift high into your tippy toes and then rock forward till your shoulders come over your wrists. And then exhale, gently slide back to down dog, soft knees. Do one more super slow. As you inhale, lift your heels, lift the back of your heart as you lean forward, and then slip it back to downward facing dog. This time, inhale, come forward to plank, shoulders over wrist. Push the floor away a lot and pause. You're welcome to set your knees down for support, but push the floor away more so the back of the heart domes and suction the belly in for support. Take a deep breath in, lean forward. And then exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Take your time. When you land, point your toes back. Take your fingertips in line with your shoulders, but out wide. Propping onto the fingertips. Take an extra moment to roll your shoulders back and point your elbows back. As you inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, lower down. Keep squeezing your butt and belly. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, lower down. Just one more. Inhale, float up. And then slowly sink back down as you exhale. Hands under shoulders. Find your own way to downward facing dog. You could go through child's pose, tabletop, or plank. Eventually tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, and find yourself in this upside down V position. From here, a full body inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and take a little walk so your feet come up to the top, hip distance. Take an inhale, halfway lift, and pause. Bend your knees enough that you can bring your left hand directly under your face. Now, I don't mean under your face by your toes, but like lengthen your spine, lean forward, and bring your left hand forward so your spine is super long. As you inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, lower it down, switch it over. Right hand down, right knee bends. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, lower it down. One more either side. Inhale, right hand lifts. Keep your belly tight. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left hand lifts. And lower. This time, inhale, right hand lifts as the left knee bends. Pause. Either right hand to right hip, or you can slip it over to the lower back or the left hip. Can you lean more length into the spine? And then roll your right shoulder back a little bit more, revealing the space of your heart to the right side. One more breath. And then nice and slowly, right hand down, right knee bends, left hand lifts. And then same, maybe left hand comes to left hip or the lower back or the right thigh. Keep getting length through the spine and a little bit of space to peel the left shoulder back. It's like these physical movements are similar to energetic things. Like, can you open up the chest a little bit? Take one more breath. Then lower the left hand down. Inhale, roll up to standing, reach your arms up at the top and squeeze your butt to open your hips. Stay lifted, stay reaching. Take one more breath. And then exhale, fold forward, soft knees, hands toward the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, please step back to plank, top of a push-up position. Take your feet just a little bit wider, and if you push the floor away a lot, you're very welcome to set the knees down or come with me, drop your heels to the left, everything else stays the same. Keep pushing through the hands, zipping through the belly. Inhale, lift your heels back through center, and exhale, heels drop over to the right. Tight thighs, tight core, big press through the hands. Take one more deep breath here. Stay for the exhale, a little faster now. Inhale, heels through center. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale, heels through center. Exhale, drop them to the right. This time, inhale, heels through center. Lean forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, your back bend. Maybe cobra or up dog, arms straight, thighs lifted. Linger. Take a breath. And then take a little journey back to down dog, yogi's choice on transition. Making your way back to that upside down V position as you're ready. A big breath in. A full breath out. Inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop your feet to the top. Take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stand, reach up, a big glorious stretch like you love it. And then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, half lift. Then your flow, take it slow. As you eventually make your way to down dog, you can head straight there. You could jump back to bent elbows. You could step back and then bend your elbows. Back bend of choice, toes back, heart up. And then we meet together in down dog. No rush. All opportunities to tune in and feel. Take one more delicious breath here. Settle into your exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts to the space behind you. And then lean forward, exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, kick the leg to the sky. And then see if you can tap into your left elbow as you lean forward. Give it a little tap. Inhale, leg to sky. And this time, knee to nose, step your foot through between your hands and drop your back knee down. Low lunge, both arms lift. A wider stance could feel more stable, and definitely press your front big toe down. As you inhale, lift a little, squeeze your butt and belly, and then turn your palms to face out so your thumbs are going forward. Take your left hand a little forward, the right hand a little back, and then give yourself a high five overhead. So the palms are pressing together, and then lift up higher, breathe in. Lean to the right side as you exhale. Inhale, lift a little. Exhale, lean more to the right and maybe into the hips. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean and hold. Keep a suctioning of your belly and a big squeeze of your left butt cheek so you feel super stable. And then from there, it's like you let the heart lift out of the hips and sink a little to the right. One more breath. Good. Inhale back through center. Reach your left hand forward, right hand back. Flip in reverse, back hand down the back hip or thigh, left hand reaching high. And then lean forward to hook and twist, left elbow outside the right thigh. Press your hands together in prayer. Look down at your right foot, ground it firmly. And as you're ready, tuck your left toes, your back ones, and lift your back knee, kicking strong through your left heel. Now, as much as the legs are supporting you, big focus on pressing down, then use your breath to open up. Roll your right shoulder back, maybe even look over your right shoulder. Woo, take one more breath. All right, stick with me. Hands down to frame your right foot at the top of the mat, and then start walking your hands to the left. We're gonna come to Rainbow Warrior. Bend your left knee at the back of the mat. Right leg is straight. Right hand stays down under the right shoulder. Lift your left hand, twisting to the back of the room towards your left leg. Find a little bit more space. You could bounce the hips a little. It's a party, right? Happy birthday. Bounce your booty. That's what I do on my birthday, just me. Take one more breath. Bring your left hand down. Keep going to the back of the mat. Walk your hands all the way around, pivot, heel and toe. So you end up in a runner's lunge at the back of your mat. Simple twist. Right hand down, left hand up, just like we were doing before. Find side plank or wild thing. As you pivot to the knife edge blade of the right foot, left foot steps back. You can stack on top You can step over, and you're very welcome to set the right knee down for support. Whatever you're doing, open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Radiate some breath through your body. One more big breath in. And then a flow as your left hand comes down. You can keep your left leg floating in plank or drop it down. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, scoop your heart through. And then we meet back together, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. From down doggy, straight away. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, push the floor away. Inhale, leg to sky. Exhale to the right elbow, give it a little tap if you can. And then inhale, left leg to sky. One more time to your nose, pushing the floor away so you can step your left foot through for low lunge. Back knee down, both hands lift. Generous squeeze through the butt and belly. Turn your palms out so your thumbs face forward. And this time your right hand goes a little forward, left hand goes a little back. So you can press your palms together overhead. Let that press of the palms bring energy upwards, ribs out of hips. Take a breath and lean to the left. As you inhale, lift a little, suction belly. Exhale, lean to the left side. Ooh, that feels good. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, lean. Keep there for just a moment or two. Radiate some breath down the right side body. Is anyone else loving this? I might stay here all day. Jokes, we have work to do. Take a breath in, come back to center. Reach your right hand straight forward, left hand straight back. Flip and reverse, back hand down, right hand sweeps up. So you can lean forward to hook and twist. Right elbow outside the left thigh now. Palms press. Get a suction of your belly and a big push through the left foot. So you're balanced to tuck your right toes and lift your right knee. Come back to the coherence of your breath. Even with all these moving parts, at the center is your heart and your breath. Maybe you even look over the left shoulder for one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to frame your left foot and start to turn to the right, walking your hands towards your right foot, pivoting on heel and toe. Rainbow warrior. Bend your right knee, left leg straight, toes up. Left hand directly under the left shoulder, right hand lifts up, so you're turning, twisting to the right. Delicious. Opening of the left leg, strengthening of the right, opening the heart. Feel it for one more breath. Gorgeous. And then bring your right hand down. Walk your hands to frame your right foot back at the original top of the mat. Welcome back. For simple twist. Right hand lifts up. A big press to the left hand, that's your base. So you can find your way to your version of side plank or wild thing. Pivot to the knife edge blade of the left foot. Right foot steps back on top. Or you could step the toes behind. And as always, put that left knee down for extra support. Open up. Let it feel delicious, like a celebration of this breath for one more inhale. And then your flow, take it slow. As your right hand comes down, you can slip it back to down dog. Or move from high plank to low plank. The inhale opens your heart always. And then slip it back to down dog when you feel good and ready. Take a breath. Settle. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop, feet together at the top of the mat, big toes touch. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach your arms to the sky. And then pause, hands to heart center. Have a look down at your potential need for a pedicure. Big toes together, heels a little apart. And then as you keep your hands at your heart center, start to sit down like you're sitting in a chair. Scoop the belly in, like really press the navel towards the lower back. And if the knees are touching, let them kiss tightly. Sink weight down into your heels. Take a breath in, lean forward. And hook and twist over to the right. Left elbow goes outside the right thigh, palms pressed together. Roll your right shoulder back more, really sink down into your feet. Now you can do this. Press more weight into the right foot so that your left foot becomes light and you can lift it away from the mat. Keeping the twist, keeping the breath. Start to send the left foot back. You can slide it along the mat for support, or kick it back and set it down so you end up back in our twisted lunge. Rearrange as much as you need. Now, just for fun, see if you can keep everything as it is, except interlace your hands behind your back. What? I know. Strong legs. Stay in the twist. Just release the arms behind your back to interlace and extend. So fun. Keep rolling the right shoulder back. Keep pressing through both feet. One more breath. Woo! Keep the bind if you can. Inhale, lift through center to drop your back heel down. Wow. Setting up for a Mumble Warrior. Right foot wiggles over to the right. Left toes turn forward, so your hips turn forward. Heart lifts. And then bow right shoulder in towards the inside of the right thigh. Fist lifting up to peel the heart open. Take a moment. Thank your legs for all their hard work. Thank your breath for supporting you. Take a deep breath into the center of your chest. And then as you exhale, release your hands inside your front foot on fingertips. Pick up your back heel, so your lizard lunge. Inhale, sink your hips and puff your heart. Exhale, dome your upper back, chin to chest, start to straighten the front leg. 2 more. Inhale, hips down, heart forward. Exhale, curl in, puff your upper back. Last one, inhale, bend. Exhale, tuck it in. This time, inhale, bend your front knee. Both hands plant, 3-legged dog. Right leg up and out, bend the knee, peel the hip open. Take a delicious breath. And then exhale, right knee to left elbow, pause. Kick the foot over to the left side and drop your back heel down. Left hand lifts up, forward triangle. The more you push into your right hand, that support of your heart, maybe your right foot floats. Maybe if you're feeling weird and wild, you grab the foot with your left hand. Wherever you are, one more breath, you've got this. 3-legged dog, hug the knee to the chest, left hand down, right leg up, a big inhale to step through for warrior 2. Knee to nose, then foot down as you pivot the back heel down, open your arms. Whew, we can get a lot done in 45 minutes if we keep moving. Take a deep breath in. Sink in as you exhale. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, lift your top arm up and back. And bring your arms to a T, setting up for triangle. 2 straightish legs, reach forward, belly tight, heart stays open as you bring your right hand down, left hand up. Finding extension through the sides of the waist, like really extend your crown forward. And then maybe it's the left hand into a half bind to the hip, the lower back of the thigh. And give yourself a little moment to roll back the left shoulder and prioritize opening up through the chest. You've just got one more breath here. And then start to bend into your front knee for side angle. The bind can stay if you like it, but keep the spine long, heart open. Maybe a full bind, right hand goes under to grab for the left hand, but only if that feels good. If our priority is opening our heart and tuning into our breath, then you can do that anywhere. And the less force you do it with, the better. Take one more breath. And then reverse triangle, releasing your bind, straighten your front leg, lift up and back. Wiggle your hands down to frame your right foot back to runner's lunge one more time. And into crescent lunge. Bend your front knee, arms lift. And then cactus your elbows wide, soften your shoulders down your back. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend both knees, the back knee hovers towards the mat. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees and your elbows. Just one more. Inhale, float. Exhale, sink down deep into your strength. Good. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, standing splits. Hands frame your front foot, left toes point up to the sky just for a breath. Draw your left knee to your chest and come up to standing. Woo! Feeling it. Point your left knee down. Reach your left hand down, dancer's pose. Inner or outer ankle, but keep your chest open. Bring your right hand to your heart first. Center your thumb on your chest. Center your attention there. Find a big press through the right foot, a squeeze through your butt and belly, and then a softness at your heart. You're very welcome to stay here or keep letting your heart puff forward as you start to kick your left leg back, Nattarajasana, dancer's pose. Maybe the right shoulder could pin back more. Maybe the right arm sweeps up. Explore the opening of your heart and the attunement to your breath. That when you're so tapped into your heart, the balance is secondary. One more breath. And then gently and slowly release. Come to stand at the top of your mat. And because it's a birthday party, do a little dance. Shake it out, release any tension, any kind of like bleh feeling, shake it out. One more breath. Great, come back to center, big toes together, heels a little apart. Inhale, arms up, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, sit down into your chair because we got another side to do. Belly tight, lean forward, look left, hook and twist. Right elbow outside the left thigh, palms press left hand down firm. Let the weight come into your left foot a lot. Keep your belly tight for support. And start to hover the right foot. Focus your gaze, focus your breath. And then either slide or kick the right foot back until you land in your lunge. Extend the stance so you can keep your back heel lifted, super powerful. And then see if you can keep everything the same. Powerful legs, twisting to the left, releasing your hands like magic to interlace at your lower back. It might even help if you interlace your hands to roll the left shoulder further back, twist open more. Oh my God. Yes. Take one more breath. Woo. Keep the bind if you can. Come up through center to pivot your back heel down. Yowza. That's a fun one. Widen your stance, left foot to the left. Right toes and hips forward. Lift your heart. And then bow forward, bending your left knee deeply. Let your left shoulder slip down towards the inner right left thigh. Big press through both feet. And big deep breaths that keep you connected to your center. Can you feel yourself here more fully in your heart for one more breath? Delicious. Release your hands down inside your left foot and pick up your right heel so you're in lizard lunge. Puff your heart, breathe in. Curl chin to chest, dome your upper back, start to straighten your front leg. Inhale, sink your hips, open up. Exhale, curl in and straighten. One more, inhale, puff. Exhale, curl it in. Good, this time as you bend your front knee, both hands plant super strong towards the mat. So you can come to three-legged dog, left leg up and out. Give it a little kick. And then left knee taps the right elbow for fallen triangle. Kicking the foot over to the side, back heel down, right arm lifts up. The more you push through the left hand, the more stable your shoulder is. And then maybe you're feeling feisty to lift your left foot. Do a little jazz hand with the top hand if you want. Take one more breath. Good, three-legged dog, knee to chest. Plant the right palm, kick the left leg up. So you can step through for warrior two. Left foot grounds, back heel down, open up. Settle into your feet, shoulders above your hips. Breathe in. Sink down deeper. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, lift your top arm. Keep your legs straight and your belly tight, arms to a T. Reach forward, super, super, super long spine. Left hand down, maybe to the shin or the earth or a block. Right arm up, option for a half bind here, whatever that looks like to you to open up your heart. Find a little space, right shoulder peels back. And find a little internal space, like tune in. How do you access the space of your heart amongst all the busyness and chaos of life and opinions around you? How do you slip back into that quiet whisper of your heart? Keep tuned into that space as you transition to side angle, bending your front knee. You can keep whatever you have going on with the arms or adjust it. Prioritizing that tuning in. We've got 2 more breaths here, stay with it. And then very gently releasing any binds, reverse triangle, up and out. Deliciosa. Windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Runner's lunge. Back heel up for crescent lunge. Reach your arms to the sky. And then cactus the elbows out wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together down your back. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend the back knee to hover towards the mat. Inhale, straighten your legs and reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees and elbows. Like you're floating, 1 more, reach up and sink in. This time up you go and into standing splits as you launch forward, hands frame your front foot, right toes point up. Not a long hold, make it count, push down, point up, breathe in, but right knee to chest. Round up to standing. And set up for your dancer's pose. Right knee points down, right hand to the right ankle, inside or outside, but chest stays open, right shoulder stays open. Left thumb to the left or to the heart center and pause. Find your foundation, your left foot, the navel drawing in. And then find the center of your breath. From this space, where you go is up to you. Always moving from the heart, from that place of encouragement and acceptance. Because if you start with that foundation, encouragement, acceptance, finding your own inner strength, inner voice, inner calm, wherever you go from there has got to be good. And every moment is an opportunity to come back again and again to that space. So as you practice this little balancing shape, how can you tune in again and again to your breath, to your heart? 1 more. Good, gently release. Right foot to the mat. You're at the top of your mat. Give everything 1 more big shake. Like you just want to shimmy around and celebrate this moment of your life as it is. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Take a little flow. We meet back in downward facing dog, but take your time to get there. Flow it out, breathe it out. And eventually down doggy. When you're ready, drop your knees to the mat. Walk your hands back towards you, stand up in a kneeling position. 1 more heart opener before we get down into the nice juicy stretch. Lift up onto your knees. Hip distance apart, pad your knees if you need a little bit of extra love underneath. And then tuck your toes. As you tuck your toes, really push your toes down and feel how that squeezes your butts and the back of your legs on. It's cool. Bring your hands to your lower back. A special note to point your tailbone down and suck your belly in. Get super stable through your midline. It's all about the heart. So as you inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pin your shoulders back. Now this is plenty. You're opening the front of the body, you're lifting the center of the heart. If you need more to feel something, go for it. Follow your heart. But wherever you are, prioritize this lift up and out of your lower back. The shoulder blades like 2 hands at the back of your heart, puffing your heart towards the sky. So it's not a force, but a lift, an encouragement, and the sense of space that you're creating from within. Take 1 more glorious, delicious, heart-opening breath. If they're not already, hands to your lower back, tops of the feet to the floor, and then go ahead and sit down. Woo. Take a little hula. Pop your hips if that feels nice. Delicious. And then drop your hips up to one side, extend your legs out in front. We're going to take an interesting little hip stretch today, a seated figure 4. If that's not your jam, you want to do it on your back or something cool. But take your feet a little further away from you and bring your right ankle up on top of your left thigh. Now with your hands back behind you, start to slide your left foot in towards you. It might feel a little bit interesting, so find an interesting spot and stick with it. Now the key here is that as you
let your right knee wing out to the side, keep your right ankle tight, toes flexed, but also puff your heart up. So the little draw back and down of the shoulder blades gives you length in your spine, space in your heart, as well as the opening of your hips. Take some breaths down through the body. And it's pretty incredible what our bodies are capable of. The fact that your heart literally beats some sort of frequency that other hearts feel is so cool. And on top of that, there's this, incredible healing intelligence that moves through the body. So imagine here as you open your heart that you could send space and love and energy directed anywhere to the body that needs it. And it could be your mind, it could be your heart, it could be your hip. Trust the healing power of your heart and body. Take one more breath. And then nice and slowly, see if you can bring your left heel towards your right butt cheek. And then as you come forward, the right foot drops down. So you're in this kind of like seated little ziggy zag for our twist. If you need to, just bend your left knee and step your right foot over. Right hand comes behind your lower back, left hand lifts, spine tall, twist over to the right, hold or hook onto the right knee with the left hand or elbow. Take a radiant tall breath in. Maybe drop the right shoulder back and down a little more as you exhale. One more breath. Delicious. Little counter twist. Turn over to the left, drop your head towards the floor. Oh, that's like a little side stretch. Perfect. And then as you come back to center, give the legs a little shake. Right foot down to the ground, left ankle on the right thigh. Like this is plenty. If you're just chilling here, this is cool. If you have space, hands behind you, slide your right foot in. As always, left toes are flexed towards the shin. And again, take a little extra moment of care to puff up through the heart. Centering your attention not only on the space of the left hip, but also in the center of your chest. Find a sweetness in your breath. Stay tuned into your heart. Two more breaths. And as we come to our seated twist, the right heel draws in towards the left butt, and then the left foot steps over top of the right knee. Readjust if you need, of course, sit on a prop if you like. Left hand behind you, right hand beams up, lift, 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 to twist over to the left, hold or hook onto the knee. As you breathe in, get taller, lighter. As you breathe out, left shoulder peels back to open up your heart even more. Take one more fluid breath. And then as you turn back towards center, you can give the legs a little shake and scooch up to the top of your mat to roll down onto your back, taking your knees with you. Maybe hug them in, roll a little side to side for your back massage. When you're ready, bridge, supported bridge or wheel. Feet plant, hip distance apart. As you push your feet down and lift your butt up, you can chuck a block or a pillow or something under your butt. Or you can keep pressing your feet, squeezing your butt, hugging your knees in a little for bridge. Or if wheel's your jam, you feel open in your shoulders, hands under the shoulders to press down and lift up. Whatever you're doing, do it from this heart space. Not from the mind, the judgment or criticism, but from the feeling of wanting to open, of choosing to tune in and explore. Two more breaths. If you're in supported bridge, you want to stay the rest of your life there, go for it. If you're in any other shape, you want to lower down. Find your way to the earth. Extend your legs up towards the sky and your arms up towards the sky. And either twirl the wrists and ankles, super lovely, or give everything a shake. Like all the built up tension and energy and worry and stress and the lingering stuff that's hanging out in your subconscious that you do not need, limitation and lack and fear, can just be shaken off as you choose and intend it now. Take a deep breath in. A big exhale through the mouth. Hug your knees. Give yourself a moment of gratitude for this incredible body and all its capabilities. For your beautiful heart radiating its energy outward. For everything that you are. Take a moment of appreciation. Now, if there's anything else your body craves before we head into Shavasana, you do you. Find something that you need before we rest. But when you're ready, let your body lay down on the ground. You might even keep your hands resting on your heart for today to stay tuned into that space. But please do let yourself rest. Just for a few minutes, I'll let you know when we're done. As you rest here for a few more breaths, return your attention to the center of your chest. Feel the energy that resides there and tune into it in your own way. Now imagine if your heartbeat is communicating energy with everyone around you, and they're, a distance from you. Imagine how much your heart is communicating to you, that you can feel, that you can tap into, that you can notice. So for a moment here, listen to its whisper.
Stay a little longer if you like. Or if you're ready, move your body a little bit, breathe a little deeper, wriggle, stretch. When you feel ready, you're invited to come back up to a seat to finish. And as always, we bring our hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer at heart center, to tune into and acknowledge that it's in this space that we're all the same, very much connected. And so from this space, we say to each other, Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had fun celebrating.